Welcome to The Explainer. We're all about taking big topics and breaking them down into simple, clear explainers.
Okay, so let's jump right in with this fantastic question I saw on Reddit. It gets to the heart of something that trips up so many people when they first start with music. Seriously, if you've ever tried to learn an instrument, I bet you've wondered this exact same thing.
I mean, it sounds like a total paradox, right? If music is a language, how can one of its most basic parts not have a fixed value? But here's the thing. That's exactly the key to understanding how rhythm really works. So let's get into it.
All right, to really get this, we've got to bust a major myth about musical notes first. So here's the big aha moment. You have to realize that a note's length isn't absolute. It's not like a second or a minute. It's all relative. Its duration is only defined by how it relates to all the other notes around it.
And somebody else on Reddit just nailed it with this analogy. It's like asking, how big is a pizza slice? Well, it depends, right? It depends on the size of the whole pizza and how many slices you cut it into. Music works the exact same way. It's all about those proportions. So in the world of music theory, this whole system of relationships has a name: note value. And really, it's just a way of showing how long you sound a certain pitch, all based on how it connects to everything else. It's how all the puzzle pieces of rhythm lock together.
Okay, so let's build this whole system out, starting from the top. We'll begin with our whole pizza. Right at the top of this rhythmic family tree, we've got the whole note. This is our OG note, the ancestor of all the others. It's our whole pizza before we've made a single slice. Okay, so if you cut that whole note right down the middle, what do you get? 2 half notes. Super simple, each one lasts for exactly half the time of the big one. And you can probably see where this is going. You cut a half note in half, you get 2 quarter notes, which means if you're doing the math, 4 of these quarter notes fit perfectly inside our original whole note. It's all just simple division. In this chart here just lays out the whole shebang. You can see how it all breaks down. 1 whole note equals 2 half notes, which equals 4 quarter notes, which equals 8 eighth notes, and all the way down to sixteenths. Every single layer is just exactly half of the one above it. It's just simple fractions, really. Okay, but this brings us right back to that first question, doesn't it? If it's all relative, then what sets the actual speed? What makes a song fast or slow? What gives these notes their real-world timing? Well, the missing piece of the puzzle is something called tempo. You can think of tempo as the speed of the music. It's the heartbeat, the internal clock that gives all those relative note values their actual duration in the real world. And this is the crucial part. The tempo is what determines how long a whole note actually is. For instance, like our Redditor pointed out, at 60 beats per minute, or BPM, a whole note is going to be twice as long as it is at 120 BPM. Same note, different speed, different actual duration. Let's put some real numbers to that. So at a pretty chill tempo, say 60 beats per minute, a whole note, which is typically 4 beats, is going to last for 4 seconds. Makes sense, right? 1 beat per second. But if you crank that tempo up to 120 BPM, that exact same whole note is now only 2 seconds long. It's twice as fast. And you can actually feel this for yourself. There's this great little exercise from Piano Tone. Imagine setting a metronome to 60 BPM. Just a steady click, click, click. Now, if you hold a whole note, it'll last for 4 of those clicks. Then, in that same amount of time, you could play 2 half notes, 1 every 2 clicks, or 4 quarter notes, 1 on every single click. You see, they all fit perfectly within that same framework, just subdivided differently. Okay, so we've got our notes, our pizza slices, and we've got our tempo, the clock. Now we just need one more thing, the actual framework that holds it all together. And that framework comes from 2 things, measures and time signatures. A measure, or a bar, is basically just a little container for a specific number of beats. And the time signature? That's the little fraction you see at the start of a piece of music. It tells you 2 things: how many beats are in each one of those containers and which kind of note gets 1 beat. By far, the most common one you'll ever see is 4/4 time. It's so common they even call it common time.
The top 4 means there are 4 beats in every measure. The bottom 4 means the quarter note gets 1 beat. Seriously, this is the rhythmic DNA of almost all the pop, rock, and country music you've ever heard. It's everywhere.
And this is what that other Redditor was getting at. This finally clears up that original confusion. We don't build music's meter around whole notes. We build it on the beat. The feel of a song, its groove. It's all about how many beats are in a bar and how they're subdivided.
All right, so let's wrap this all up. What's the big takeaway here? So we started with what seems like a really tricky question, right? But it turns out musical rhythm isn't based on fixed seconds or minutes. It's built on this really elegant, predictable system of fractions. You have your note values, which are all just divisions of each other. Then you have the tempo, which acts like the clock setting the speed of the beat. And finally, you have the meter, which organizes all those beats into a steady, consistent framework. It's all about relationships.
And what's crazy is that this simple system of relationships has been the foundation of Western music for over 400 years. I mean, think about it. The same basic principles connect everything from Bach to Billie Jean. It's this incredible blend of math and art, which really makes you wonder, right? After all this time, what new rhythms are still out there just waiting to be discovered?